Good morning. You're Marcus Elam?
Yes,
And Mr. Elam was previously in court, pled true to counts 1 through 7 in a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation for burglary of a habitation. I've received an updated pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Welcome back to the channel, Legal Eagles and Drama Lovers. Strap in, because today we're diving into a case that is a masterclass in wasted opportunities and the harsh reality of second chances. We're in a Texas courtroom with Marcus Elam, a young man who, at just 19 years old, was given a golden ticket. Deferred adjudication probation for the serious charge of burglary of a habitation. That means if he played by the rules, he could have walked away without a felony conviction on his record. But what did he do with that chance? He allegedly went on a crime spree, including not 1, but 2 counts of deadly conduct by discharging a firearm. And then he vanished. For almost 2 years, he was a ghost, ignoring his probation officer and the court. Now, he's back in front of a judge who is visibly fed up, begging for one more start over. We're about to break down every twist, every legal misstep, and the judge's final, crushing ruling. You will not believe the list of new offenses. Stay with us to see if his sob story about a family tragedy is enough to save him from a prison sentence, or if the system has finally run out of patience. Let's get into the courtroom.
Are there any additions or corrections to the report?
No, nothing's been finished.
And it was unagreed. Mr. Lewis, you may proceed.
Judge, this is a situation where it's no doubt that Mr. Elam made several mistakes while he was on his probation, not following up on his obligations. After speaking with him, he's been in custody this length of time here. He is definitely, from what he's telling me, willing and wanting to comply with the court's orders, and feels as though he could successfully complete his probation given that opportunity. He understands that his mistakes, has definitely been costly and put him in this decision. He understands that's totally on top of him, and of course he would like to address the court as well as far as his plans for the future, Judge.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry for my actions that I did when I was on probation. And if you really, I would like to start over, get life, live with my family, go back to work, help my mother die, give her bill, and everything else, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, I'm sorry. I was going to say, Judge, if I may, one of the biggest issues I explained and talked to Mr. Elam about was him not reporting like he was supposed to do over that span of time. And he expressed to me that at that time he was dealing with the death of his grandmother, as far as I think she was a big part of his support system. He does have, I've been in contact, several members of his family have contacted me about him, so he does have a support system that's there. I think she was a big part of it. And after she passed away, I think he kind of went astray at that point, my understanding, Judge.
What is the status of the 5 new offenses that are alleged?
Well, they should all be.
What happened? So what was the deadly conduct from August of 2023? What was the outcome of I guess I'm trying to figure out what happened on all of them.
My understanding, Judge, is he has cases that are pending in misdemeanor court, but nothing here, Judge, that's been accepted as any additional.
I mean, he pled true to the deadly conduct, discharging a firearm, from August 16th of 2023. Can you tell?
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't look him up after he pled through.
I know. I just want to know if I want to know that. I want to know the evading, the failure to ID from February of this year. I want to know what the status of everything is.
Days of obstruction in 2023 that was dismissed.
Birthday gentleman. Just said unlikely to prove.
I mean, he pled true to it, so obviously there's that. All right, Ms. Malfino, what's the state's position?
Judge, I'm kind of torn on him. Obviously, the concern is the length of time he absconded. I mean, it wasn't just a month or two. They looked for him for almost 2 years, a year and a half at least. And in that interim time period, regardless of them having been filed or refused or whatnot by the intake division, he has pled true to at least the court standard of having committed all of those new offenses while on probation, although he has no felony convictions. It looks to me like you ordered him to ISF cognitive in 23. Mr. Lewis had made mention that he never went. I don't know if they didn't have a bed for him and eventually he timed out of that, or something happened and the new offenses came up and they would take him.
I think when he had the prior MTRP, I don't know if it was at the new case or a prior MTRP, I'm not sure, but ISF was ordered, but at some point, I guess after he timed out or something because he was released from the jail.
Do you have a record of that?
He hasn't been. He wasn't able to due to pending legal issues at the time, and he was ordered to complete moral recognition therapy in lieu of, but he never.
So it was the new offenses that were holding him up.
Correct.
You get an opportunity to be on probation for a burglary of a habitation, and I want to really make sure I've got this right. So you get deferred probation for burglary of a habitation, second-degree felony. You get out, you commit 3 new offenses, 2 deadly conducts, discharging a firearm, and an assault family violence on that same date. Regardless of what's come of those cases, you've admitted that something happened on that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you come in front of me on a motion to revoke your probation. I say, okay, let's give you an opportunity to go to ISF. But because I guess something else must have been pending, maybe misdemeanors or something, you don't go to ISF. So you end up just getting out, getting another opportunity, and then you go and evade arrest or detention and fail to ID. We're back here again. And you want to start over and you're sorry. Think about how that sounds.
Listen to the judge's tone here. This isn't just anger. It's profound disappointment and frustration. She lays out the timeline with devastating clarity. You get deferred probation for a burglary. You get out, you commit 3 new offenses. You get another opportunity. And then you go and evade arrest. We're back here again. She's speaking not just to the defendant, but to every young person who comes through her court. Her question, you just think you were going to get to be out and we were going to forget about you, cuts to the heart of the matter. This is about accountability. The system has a long memory, and the judge is making it painfully clear that you can't just run from your problems and expect them to disappear.
And you just quit going for 2 years, a year and a half, year and 7 months. You just think you were going to get to be out and we were going to forget about you? You know, I mean, how old are you now?
23.
23. You started this when you were 19. Feel like you're not taking advantage and you're not growing up and making better decisions.
And I think Ms. Faiza has tried to work with him when he would show up to work with her. So, I mean, I don't object to revocation, judges, and these opportunities that we've given them.
I mean, I don't know that it makes sense for me to do anything else. And it's just so frustrating, honestly, for me, for the young people to keep coming in here with offenses that have to do with shooting while you're on probation for a felony. You're shooting. Then you get out again and you violate again and you take off. So I can't give you a 4th shot. That you've had your shots. I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 7 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of burglary of a habitation. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 6 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was not an agreement. You need to sign that and you'll get a copy of it. You do have some rights to appeal. You can talk to Mr. Lewis about that. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition.
So, what are the key takeaways from the case of Marcus E? First, Deferred adjudication is a massive opportunity, but it's a contract with the court. Break the terms, and you face the original charge plus your violations. Second, absconding from probation is a cardinal sin that almost guarantees severe consequences. Third, while judges are human and consider personal tragedy, they cannot and will not overlook a continued pattern of dangerous criminal behavior. The court gave Mr. Elam multiple off-ramps probation, an offer to go to ISF, but he consistently chose a path of violence and flight. This 6-year sentence serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of those choices. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the 6-year sentence was justified, or was it too harsh? And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. See you in the next video.